The National Penitentiary Institute of Peru is the government agency charged with incarcerating convicts and suspects charged with crimes. It is part of the Peruvian government's Ministry of Justice. The Inspector General of Prisons was first established by Article 26 of the Penal Code of 1924. After becoming Inspector General on March 28, 1928, Dr. Bernardino Leon Y. Leon launched major reforms and changed the title to Director General of Prisons. In 2009, the prison population totaled 44,800 inmates. Though the nation's prisons were built for a capacity of 22,540, 2,794 of the inmates were women. Only 17,297 of the inmates have been sentenced in court, while many of the rest are held in pretrial detention at police stations and judiciary buildings. Most pretrial detainees are held with convicted prisoners. Because of understaffing, guards leave the internal operation of large prisons, including the management of commerce, to titans, the bosses among the inmates. With more prisoners and fewer prison guards and facility room, it also decreases the amount of time, money and space that can be used for programs to help inmates rehabilitate and reintegrate into society. But it increases a risk in security issues. Since 2000, the International Red Cross has been working with Peruvian authorities to help control the widespread transmission of tuberculosis and HIV among the overcrowded prison population. In 2008, Justice Minister Rosario Fernandez Figueroa announced a commission to evaluate and recommend a plan to privatize the prison systems under the supervision of INPE. INPE operates 56 of the country's 71 prisons, while the National Police of Peru has jurisdiction over the rest. In 1998, Amnesty International declared Lori Berenson a political prisoner, bringing worldwide attention to the prison system of Peru. She was sentenced to life imprisonment for treason because of her association with the Tupac Amaru revolutionary movement. As the conditions of her incarceration were widely reported, she was transferred from Yanamio Prison High in the Andes to Socabaya Prison, Huacaris Prison, and finally Santa Monica Women's Prison in Chorrillos until she was conditionally paroled in May 2010, after stating that joining the revolutionary group was a mistake. Following public outcry over her early release, her parole was revoked on August 16, 2010, and she was returned to prison with her baby son. In Peru, young children are permitted to be incarcerated with their mothers until the age of 3. Berenson was again granted conditional parole in November 2010. In February 2008, television stations broadcast parts of the Melodies of Freedom talent competition, which was held between prisons across Lima. The winning inmate won a guitar, trophy, and a pair of shoes. On June 11, 2010, Miguel Castro Prison in San Juan de Lurigancho, Lima, became the subject of a media circus when it was assigned Joran van der Sloot, who is accused of the murder of Stephanie Tatiana Flores Ramirez. The prison's previous director was gunned down outside his home in retaliation for his disciplinary measures, and the prison itself is named after the warden of another facility who was slain by Shining Path rebels in 1985. Unlike other Peruvian prisons, the general population at Miguel Castro is not permitted to circulate freely, and inmates are restricted to individual buildings within the prison. A courthouse was built on the prison grounds to reduce the risk of escape attempts while transporting inmates to judicial hearings. On August 23, 2010, the Office of Internal Affairs began administrative and disciplinary action when Peruvian television network America Television aired a picture of Joran van der Sloot with 3 other inmates that had been taken with official photographic equipment at Miguel Castro prison. The photo included van der Sloot casually posing with Colombian hitman Hugo Trujillo Ospina, accused of the contract killing of Peruvian entrepreneur Miriam Pfeffer, and American William Trickett Smith II, accused of killing and dismembering his Peruvian wife. Van der Sloot and Smith have been referred to by local media as the foreigners accused of the most talked about assassinations in our country. In September 2010, Dutch crime reporter Peter R. De Vries visited the prison while accompanied by a documentary crew and Beth Holloway, whose daughter Natalie was last seen with Van der Sloot in Aruba before disappearing in 2005. According to Peruvian television program 24 Horrors, Holloway spoke with Van der Sloot briefly before he cancelled the meeting because his attorney was not present. Holloway was removed from the prison after a hidden camera was reportedly discovered by the guards. A Penitentiary Institute spokesperson stated that Holloway's name was not found in the prison's visitor registry. Representatives for Holloway and De Vries denied that a hidden camera was involved nor was anything seized. However, the video,